Hey now, it's the Deadhead Daddy, and once again, the Deadhead Daisy. She needed a little loving, so I told her she could come be in the video with me. So, a few days ago, I told you I wanted to start a new video series called Annotation of the Dead. And the whole idea behind it is to obviously reference this amazing book that I got this Christmas from my beautiful wife, but that's more meant to be a springboard and open discussion about the music that is the Grateful Dead. So, I'm going to mention some of the annotations from this book, but I'm also going to tell you, if ever, or if when, lyrics say something to me personally, and I'd like to have you guys join the conversation in the comments. Maybe someday I can do a podcast with the right technology. So, without further ado, this episode's song is Can't Come Down. I would love to be able to play a snippet of the song for you, or a piece of it, or whatever, but for some reason, no matter what I do, I keep getting copyright strikes for stuff. So a link for the song will be in the description. Okay. Now, for those of you not familiar, and I have to read a lot, so forgive me. Forgive me. Can't Come Down is a studio recording from November 3rd, 1965, and was played between the years of 65 and 66 by the Grateful Dead. Then they dropped the song from the repertoire. It was released in the box set, So Many Roads. Now, at the time of the pressing of this book, the only live performance documented was in Dead Bass from January 7th, 1966 at the Matrix in San Francisco, but I know there has been other recordings that have been released by the Dead Camp themselves. But we get to the second chorus, and it says, "Will someone try to tell me where it's at, and how I do this, and why I do that? With secret smiles like a Cheshire cat, and leather wings like a vampire bat." Now, of course, we know there's more, but the annotated lyric book here mentions, of course, the Cheshire cat. A lot of details in this book, but like I said, I just want to use this as a springboard. For those of you who don't know, the reference to the Cheshire cat is from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, which was published in 1865. Other references to the Cheshire cat and Grateful Dead songs and related lyrics include China Cat Sunflower and Down the Road, with its image of Garcia disappearing in the sky, leaving just a smile and empty space. Obviously, the evocations brought out by the use of the word Cheshire include the wonderful characters and situations that of the Alice stories, which were widely evoked in rock lyrics of the late 1960s, most notably in the Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit. A case could be made for the Beatles' I Am the Walrus as well. So, lots of Cheshire Cat and Alice references throughout rock and roll history, especially in the 60s. That's what we're talking about here. Now, the other reference is to a vampire bat. And, really, Bram Stoker's 1897 horror tale Dracula is set in Transylvania and features an evil count who seems to have been based on the historical Vlad Tepes, or Vlad the Impaler. Count Dracula assumes the guise of a bat and sucks the blood of unsuspecting victims, who then in turn become vampires themselves. So that's the image they're basically trying to conjure, is the secrecy and the unusualness of the likes of creatures like vampire bats and the Cheshire Cat. So again, there is many, many more notes in the book, which I highly recommend if you can find it. And I'll put a link to the complete annotated Grateful Dead lyrics by David Dodd, which my wife blessed me with the 50th anniversary edition. So lots more, and I'm rambling. Stick with me on these because it's going to get better. Okay, now, when I listen to this song, or when I was going through the book, and this is really the moment that helped me decide to do this, the lyrics that really stuck out to me is, I can't come down, it's plain to see, I can't come down, I've been set free. Who you are and what you do don't make no difference to me. Now, what that's saying to me is that in my personal life, what I'm trying to do is I've been going down a kind of a spiritual path for the last couple of years, and I'm trying to really just figure out who I am and what I believe. And when you do try to do a little bit of self-improvement or self-growth or anything, you're going to have your naysayers, and they're going to want to compare your life to theirs and what's worked for them, and they're just going to all around try to discourage you and cause you to disbelieve the things that you know to be true. So I don't mean it in a rude way, but I'm living my life and I'm trying to figure this out. So what your life is and how you've accomplished what you've accomplished doesn't necessarily apply to me. And 9 times out of 10 isn't going to work for me. So let's live our lives, man, you know? So anyways, so those are my thoughts on our song today. Oh my goodness. She's a drama queen. She really is, I swear. Yeah. Anyway, so those are my thoughts on our song today. Like I mentioned, if you have some thoughts on our song, you want to know more about the details, or if you want to again share something, then feel free to put something in the comments. I would appreciate it. And yeah, sorry, I've got a bunch of stuff going through my head right now. Also, if there's any songs that you want to discuss on this little adventure we're going to go through, or any other ideas for videos you might think are groovy, or like I always say, anything that you happen to see in the groovy room that catches your eye, if you want the story behind why it's here, I'd love to tell you. Alright guys, well, that about wraps it up for today. I do appreciate you sticking around and watching these. I'm grateful for everybody who follows me on social media, and I'm just glad you're here with me hanging out. Of course, if you like the video, that'd be super rad to give me a thumbs up. And if you think this is a cool enough video to show your friends, always shares are nice. Finally, it's standard when you're watching YouTube, but if you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be super, super rad. That would be awesome. One of the things I'd like to do, and I'm just starting, I don't know what I'm doing, is maybe get some monetization or start a Patreon or something, because I'd really like to go bigger with this and have real videos with cameras and editing and all that kind of stuff. And also, not while I'm doing these videos, make it a podcast, but I don't have any of the technology for it right now, and it's going to take me a while to gather all that. Anyways, I'm rambling. I sound like a wook. All right, guys. I do hope that today you are absolutely blessed, and that today is absolutely amazing for you, and that you get to spend some time, whether in person or virtually, with people that matter to you. That'd be awesome. But I thank you for watching. Be blessed, and as always, stay grateful. Yes, Daisy. One more shot. All right. Thanks, guys.